Hello students, again here is Ashu Gupta, Assistant Professor. Welcomes you all on the behalf of the Intrust Law College. As you know that we have already discussed about the various topics of the international law regarding your exam papers or your syllabus. Have already discussed in the previous lectures. You may see it and take benefit from those lectures. So now let's talk about the today's lecture, which is also an important part of the international law, that is called as a state recognition and state succession. So in these lecture and the future coming lectures, we will discuss about the state recognition and state succession. What is it and what's the role of state recognition or state succession in the international law? So here now we discuss about the state recognition. Basically, when a new state has been established or a new government has come to power in an existing state by other than constitutional means or any other new situation, the question arises whether the legal consequences following from the new factual situation operates immediately in relation to other states, or whether they depend upon an act of recognition. So that is the basic question in regard to international law. Which is clarified in that chapter in the subject of international law with the name of state recognition. So let's discuss about that. Wherein in practice the birth of a new state, establishment of a new government or territorial change is frequently recognized by the other states. The legal analysis of recognition is complicated by the fact that recognition is not a legal act, but a political one involving a question of policy rather than of law. The policy of a recognizing state is conditioned principally by the necessity of protecting its own national interests. So this is further complicated by the various kinds of recognitions like de jure recognition, de facto recognition, recognition of insurgency, like that, which we'll discuss later on the upcoming lectures. What is the de jure recognition, de facto recognition, and the recognition of insurgency? But here we have to know that by recognition in international law, we mean a legal act by which one state or a group of states declare the character and scope of its relations with the government of a new state as an international person. Such a declaration is customarily accompanied by an expression of the desire to establish diplomatic relations and exchange representatives. It is in the establishment of diplomatic relations which facilitate cooperation between states that the practical meaning of recognition above all consists and recognition does not always mean that the recognizing state sympathizes with the political system of the state recognized. And if we may see that recognition is an act undertaken by a state which expresses the desire of the ruling class of that state, and the emergence of a socialist state as a rule gives rise to a strong opposition on the part of the imperialist state. So basically that is the definition of the recognition, state recognition, given in the international law. In international law, recognition does not create a new state. The latter emerges and exists irrespective of recognition. At the same time, recognition extends the international contexts of a state and transforms the opportunity for intercourse into actuality. So the recognition of a state may be defined as an unilateral act by which one of more states declare or tactically admit that they consider a political unit which exists in fact to be a state having the rights and duties which flow from the statehood. So these are the basic concepts behind the state recognition, and enumerated with the meaning of the state recognition in the concept of international law and the subject of international law. Later on we will discuss about the nature of the recognition, kinds of the recognition, and the various theories of the recognition. So please have these lectures, and hope you will have been enjoyed these sessions properly and understand what we will discuss and what is discussed by me through these lectures. Hope you will be successfully enumerated it into your study and be benefited from these lectures. We will meet soon again with a new session and understand the next question: what is the nature of recognition, and elaborate the theories emerges regarding the nature of the recognition. So thank you very much. Hope we will meet soon again with the next lecture.